Hey guys, how you doing? My name's Joey Battista. Welcome to my Skool community. Before we get going, I want to congratulate you on making the investment into yourself, your team, and your business. I've done over $1 billion in sales, and I actively own and operate a 9-figure company. And one might ask, why would somebody be doing a Skool community if they've had all this success? Well, I'm going to share with you. When I was 18 years old, my father died, and I got started in the automotive industry. The automotive industry taught me sales, leadership, finance. There's many things that it taught me. But what it didn't teach me was how to be an entrepreneur. When I was very young, I became a millionaire in commercial real estate. I became a millionaire in the automotive space early on by the age of 24. But what I didn't know and what I didn't learn was business, right? Because like anybody who's never made money before, like a lot of you have some newfound wealth, some newfound success, but there's skills that you're gonna need to take that with you, not only to grow and scale your business, those same skills are gonna be transferable. I grew these companies. I bought my first car dealership. I bought it on the back of a napkin. That was my first experience in creative financing 30 years ago. But that wasn't enough. So I grew and I was having a lot of success. And by the time I was 27, 28 years old, the Great Recession came around. And at that point in time, what happened was, with all my newfound success, I had the houses, I had the cars, I had the maids, I had the drivers. What I should have been interested in was learning the art of business. So what happened was, like it happens to anybody, I had all this success and the Great Recession came and boom, I ran into a brick wall and I lost it all. And it wasn't really bad, the fact that I lost it, but what was really bad was the unnecessary pain and suffering that I put in, the humiliation that I put my friends, my family, my coworkers, the people that looked up to me and believed in me, the people that had staked their claim alongside with me for their families, and I let them down. And this is very real. So it doesn't have to be this way, right? And that's why I'm so passionate to do it, because the skills that I've learned in over 30 years of doing this at this point, what I've learned, they're all transferable and they can all be taught. However, if you're not constantly introduced into better people, better rooms, and a better way of thinking, it ultimately isn't going to happen for you either. So in this community, we're going to first of all talk about mindset. We're going to talk about the psychology of the leader. We're going to talk about the psychology of the business owner. Do you have what it takes to transition from income earner to net worth builder? And we're going to talk about that, and we're going to teach you that. We're going to teach you how to actually have a vision that's so big that you can get other people to help you fulfill it. Also, leadership. One of the key critical things in growing and scaling a company is people. And we just don't need people, we need good people. You know how you get good people? Great leadership. 50% of the time, it's always the poor leadership of the entrepreneur. Remember something, we're good at our craft, but did you actually study leadership, like actually becoming a great leader? So we're going to share that with you. At the same point in time, we're going to talk about operations. Do you have the framework installed in your business that teaches good decision making, develops leaders, which you're going to need for scale, and at the same point in time, optimizes your current business? After talking to thousands of business owners, I can almost certainly assure you that you do not. And for those of you that do, most of you don't have the psychology behind it to actually use it as a framework to develop those leaders, and most importantly, teach those leaders how to make good decisions. We're going to talk about sales and marketing. What's your sales process look like? Where's the breakdown in it? Same thing for your marketing. You should have a marketing plan, a marketing strategy right now that when it's not working, you can pinpoint exactly here why it's not working. We're going to teach you how to do that. What are you doing with your current financials? If I was to talk to 1,000 entrepreneurs between under $5 million in revenue, and some of them even as much as 15 or 20, the number one thing that they should know how to do, that they don't know how to do, is read a financial statement. They don't know how to read a P&L, and most importantly, they're not using the P&L to bake in their KPIs, and that's where we come into the last thing, for the data. What happens if you take your craft, your passion that you love, and you actually develop business acumen and learn business on the backside? I can safely assure you right now today that there's nowhere that I know of where you're going to get more resources for $97 a month to do it. Most people say they're so busy doing their craft that they don't have 60 minutes to hop on a call and get access to a 9-figure entrepreneur to answer all their questions. And or what we're going to be doing is we're going to be teaching a baked-in curriculum every week. Alongside that, there's going to be courses, there's going to be special speakers, giveaways, and a lot of other resources where you're going to get first access and or discount. Before you decide to click the link below, I want to be really clear on something. This community right here, being that it's my community that I'm developing and building, it's my responsibility to make sure that I have action takers and doers in it. So that's the one ask that I have for you. The one ask that I have is I want you to show up your best. I don't care where your skill set's at, where you're at in your journey, where you're at in the process. I want to help you. I want to help you get better. And you attempt to block out everything else and you give it your all. Be intentional with these classes. If you want transformation to happen in your life or in your business, remove all distractions, put a sign on your door, put the 60 minutes aside and show up, and we'll change your life. For those of you that are really, really serious and you're looking to make that next step, I look forward to pouring my heart and soul into you and helping you rip down walls, break barriers, and smash ceilings in your business and hit levels that would not be possible if you didn't take the time out to develop the business acumen that you need to grow and scale without disruption, to have a predictable engine for creating revenue and generational wealth for you and your family. So if this sounds like you, click the link below, sign up today, and I'll see you on the inside.